almost 4th of July. Well, no, happy 4th of July for my East Coast people and for my people in other countries. It's already the 4th of July. It might be the 5th of July where you are. Cheers. Right on. How you doing? Oh, this is good. It's a nice little peach something. How are you guys? Welcome to LRGA Curves tonight. You up? I'm up. It's only 9:30. It finally got bearable outside. I'm in California, and I we had it was like 111, and so it was very, very hot. We got wet on our splash pad a couple of times, and threw some water balloons. And my mother was wade in the water, children, wade in the water. My mama was wading in the water. Yeah. So it was that kind of day. It was so hot, 111. So then it just got cool enough. It's like 9:25 p.m. and it just got cool enough to tolerate it outside. I think it might still be in the 80s even, but at least it's tolerable because it's not like direct sunlight on you. It's all ambient heat right now. Is that Dustin? Hey, Dustin. How you doing? Did I have it so I can see all the comments? Or what? Let's see. What's this say? What happens? We want live chat. Okay. And we wanted to. Oh, look. So now I can add guests. I found out how to add a guest finally. So watch. Let me see if I do that. And then, oh, I don't know. I don't know how to send it. Anyway, happy 4th of July, Dustin. How are you? How are you doing, Dustin? Have you been watching New Jersey? I'm sure you have. Whose team are you, Dustin? I hope you're not Team Teresa, because Teresa seems like she's an issue. She seems like major issues. But I feel like all of this, her playing daft and playing like, yeah, like she really does play like she's not smart, but she's just playing because she's smart enough to get Jennifer to do it. Aisha Rose, long time no see, darling. How you been? Thanks for coming through. I was saying during the first couple minutes of this live that I'm in California and it was 111 where I am today. And so it's 9:27 now and it just got bearable outside. So I'm deciding to be outside in my backyard. Yeah. And I didn't want to put the light on because I don't need no bugs coming over here. I don't need the bugs. But yeah, we did the splash pad today to keep cool, and we did the splash pad and did water balloons. So yeah, it was fun. Oh, there's a hurricane right now where you are? Wow. Yeah, the mother's shaking off, isn't she? As in Mother Earth. So I was just seeing who's up coming through, um, and seeing who's who. I know that I will do a little tribute to Kiki later when I can share parts of our conversation that we got to have. Kiki Jabbar, as you may or may not know, Kiki Jabbar from Love and Marriage Huntsville passed yesterday. And it was very unexpected. She was only 42. She was so full of life. She was so full of life. And it's just very unfortunate Yep, it was very unfortunate, and yet a reminder that, you just got to live every day like it's the last and live, you know, tits out, balls out. You just got to live your life. We can't be worrying about what all the other people are thinking and saying and doing. We can't. Now, I mean, as far as like, what's happening with the sleepy one in 45, I mean, we got to pay attention and be awake for some stuff, right? But as far as um just like individually, I feel like it's super duper time for us all to really be getting to our gifts and sharing our talents and our message for the world. Because, Kiki, we could all actually do that in remembrance of Kiki, because that was her mission, was to, help people heal. And she wanted to do that book, and she wanted to do motivational talks and things like that. And so, just out of the respect of what she makes so apparent, which is that, sometimes it happens at 42. So she seemed to live a really like exciting full life, and she was walking through open doors, it seemed, you know. And even now, it's not like, um, with all of the things people could say. Yeah, I said I was outside finally because it was 111 today, and it's 9:30 p.m. and it's light on my side, but you guys, for some reason, it's not translating. But my sky is like, I don't know, it's not pitch black or anything. It like just got dark, but you guys can't see me at all. I'm right in front of the camera. Can you see my glasses right there? Yeah, because it's dark back here. And I was saying that I didn't want to turn the light on because then the bugs will come. You know how the bugs come when the lights are on. They're drawn towards the light. So for Kiki, I just hope that they from what they said, that she passed peacefully surrounded by her loved ones. So hoping that's true. That means hopefully they had a chance to say what they needed to say, hug how they needed to hug, hold, you know what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful gift, to be able to be there for that final breath of a loved one who's so important to you. That's such a freaking gift. And so I'm glad that they got to experience that. Um, that saying, just gone too soon, is what comes to mind. Gone too soon. God bless Kiki's heart. God bless her mother, Constance's heart, and her kids, and her husband, and all the people who loved her and were influenced by her. I really hope that strength and love are available to you, to anyone who might be missing Kiki specifically, and any loved one, you know? And, one thing I appreciated about Kiki was she made mistakes. She's owned her mistakes, and she moved on. That is such a beautiful thing to witness. When I watch my kids, when I watch my kids, I am amazed at some of the things everything pretty much, but I just learned so much from them. And that is a lesson that Kiki was able to teach us and demonstrate, is that even if your loved ones blow up your spot and let everybody know that you used to be on one, you know, for those of you who don't know the vernacular, on one is translated into high, inebriated, off of usually an illegal substance, not just alcohol. So Kiki was in sobriety, and it's really beautiful that we got to witness Kiki Jabbar's journey in her sobriety and just how she was so bold and authentic in dealing with, you know, just the struggle of that. Remember, she took us on that journey to the freaking methadone clinic. Remember that? Remember that? That was freaking, I had never been inside of a freaking methadone clinic before. And she shared that with us, you guys. I mean, it was to get her relatives to STFU and stop picking on her sobriety, because they were talking about those who follow Love and Marriage Huntsville will know. Let's look at, oh my gosh, let's see. Barb Meets World is in the house. Way to go, freaking Barb. Thanks for popping in. Life with Michelle. Je vis tout. C'est oui. Je dois-vous, mon ami. Je m'appelle Gabrielle. Uh, Ferme la bouche. Had Wanda and then ferme la bouche, then Kiki would never have taken us on that trip to the methadone clinic. Or maybe she would have, as part of her share on sobriety. And she went and got the note from them. And the drug test, remember? So this is what I'm drinking. It's Trader Joe's. Can you see that? It's wine. It's a wine spritzer from Trader Joe's. Peach wine. Uh, yeah, it's super duper tasty. It's a little teeny can though. If it was a cigarette, it would be a Capri. Those who know. I just made a joke. I just made a funny. It looked like Biden was making stinkies the other day, but you ain't heard it from me. Anyway, yeah, God bless Kiki's heart. She shared that with us. She was so vulnerable and courageous in doing that, and just like, grabbed the bull by the horn, so to speak, and didn't let it define her. She didn't run and hide under a bush. Oh no. She let her light shine. Hide it under a bush? Oh no. She wouldn't. She was a professor. She was like, this bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Whoa, this bright light of mine. When I met my husband, that was like my mantra song. I would be around him and it would make me feel like that. Um, I still feel like that also. But I really noticed when we had first met that that was drawn out of me. And that's a pretty good mantra song. That's a good mantra, because that's what we're here to do, is shine our light so bright. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I can't. Okay. Um, so Aisha's here. There was a hurricane. Chanel is here. Hey, Chanel. Stay safe if that's possible. Yeah. Yeah, we have power. Oh, you mean for Aisha? Oh my gosh, I should have known it was for Aisha. But yeah. So I'm just thankful that it's finally tolerable outside. And I'm thankful that some people were up to have a chit chat this evening. And I'm thankful, for this breeze. Ooh, you guys should feel there's a nice little, it's not too strong, not too soft. Ooh. Anyway, so what do you guys have up for tomorrow, the 4th? Do you guys celebrate the 4th? Is that a day you celebrate? My family's over. We're gonna, actually, I should start that barbecue right now that it's tolerable. and get the barbecuing done tonight because tomorrow is supposed to be even hotter. Today was 111 and tomorrow is supposed to be 112. So maybe I should start barbecuing right now because now I'm not standing in front of no kind of high heat fire tomorrow in the heat fire of the sun. That won't be happening. No, it won't. No, 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 it won't. Everybody will eat steak tartare before I am out here barbecuing in 111 degrees. Yes, it's supposed to be 112 tomorrow, Mademoiselle. Did you see I posted it, Mademoiselle? You guys be sure to go to my community page. And there is a petition to have the conservatorship for Wendy Williams ended, you guys. If you agree that it should be ended, there is a link to a petition on the community tab. Thanks to Mademoiselle. And Mademoiselle, thanks for the cash app. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh, God is great. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate you over here on LRGA Curves. LRGA Curves. We appreciate that. Mm, mm, mm. So I got off the live and I was like, what is this? Oh, wow. So thank you. We were having a good conversation earlier. Um, I came up with the perfect plan, you guys, yesterday on how we could fix the economy. We could give the economy a boost. We could have everybody paid, everybody happy, and came up with a whole freaking plan. Northern California gets that. Yep. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes. So, yeah, Northern California, we got a nice cool breeze once in a while, but it was after a very hot day. Yes, it does get that hot. It gets that hot. I'm in Northern California, and yeah, I should become president. I mean, if they're going to let Trump be president, now I really could run. I mean, I've never been to jail, knock on wood and everything. Here's some wood. I've never been to jail, and I'm not indicted on shit. Again, knock on some wood, because all I did was used to party. That's all I did. I was a designated driver, and I used to party. So whatever you want to make up from that, you make up. But there was no law enforcement involved. Okay, okay, okay. So if he can run, I can run. Mm-hmm. Yep. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. God is great. God is great. And you know what? God knows what God is doing. And even with Kiki Passe and everything, God knows what God is doing. And we just have to, when things like this happen, that's why it says lean not into your own understanding, because we will never understand why a 42-year-old mom with 3 kids would need to go anywhere else except for be with her 3 kids. But because God knows what God is doing, there has to be something that's going to be happening that is divine, because now that's happened. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. Feel like I feel like different about the end of these skin avatars ever since my dad died in December. Yeah. So God bless her heart. And bless her mom, Constance Lewis. If you guys happen to see a Constance Lewis in the chats when they're talking about Kiki, that should be her mom. So make sure and send her some extra positive love vibes. Earlier I said that the people that are being affected by this most closely, I hope that they have lots of like love and strength. But I don't really want strength to negate the breakdown that's required from grief. Like there's like a literal breakdown that has to happen for you to transmute the pain of losing someone you love so dearly. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's so funny. You can hear all the humming freaking air conditioners. Ah. It's the new urban frogs. I don't hear frogs anymore. So remember, I don't know if who's old enough to remember that around this time of night, all night, you would be able to hear frogs. You would be able to hear crickets. You would find salamanders. You guys don't even know what salamanders are. All kind of stuff. Yep. And now there's no sounds of bugs and the only bugs that I was talking about that are going to come to the light are like moths and the flying insect bugs that want to. They say that I'm like, you only coming around because the light's on. So why are you landing on me? I don't know. I'm not that bright. But yeah, I don't hear any crickets. I don't hear any frogs. I don't hear any night chirpy anything. I only hear traffic and the hum. Is that a hum? It's kind of like a brr of the air conditioner units all over and the rustling of tree leaves. Yeah. Do you guys think that when people pass, like they're everywhere? Like as soon as my dad passed, I was like, oh, he's everywhere. Turn around, there you are. Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. He's like everywhere now. He's not confined to his skin suit. I feel like though our energy continues and he has more to learn and grow in his next iteration of whatever it's going to be. And I'm not completely sure on that, but I do definitely believe that. Oh, these glasses are so dirty. I do definitely believe that, like we came from the stars, what lights up the stars, and then we came down here and we got the skin avatar, and then we leave the skin avatar, but the thing that we are that came from the stars continues. So, like that part of my dad is continuing, and that part of Kiki is continuing. You know, it's beautiful. Oh my God, you guys, the Dipper's right above me. Oh my gosh. Yellow Coastal PCH. PCH. To the spot. Look up. See the Big Dipper. Hey baby, can I help you with your zipper? That's the freaking Dipper right there. Look at that, you guys. Nice. Now, it doesn't look really huge, but I am bigger now. So, but I still kind of feel like that might be the little one. Wait, the little one has, the handle is perfect. One, two, three. One, two, three, four. So there's four on the cup and three on the handle. But if you include the one that's on the cup, then there's four on the handle, four on the cup in each. That's what I'm looking at to make it the Big Dipper. Now, on the other side, isn't it supposed to be like at the other tip of the Little Dipper is the Big Dipper? Anybody know that? From what I remember, when I used to go stargazing back in the 80s, yeah, I do believe that the tip of one leads you to the other. So, who would be able to tell you exactly where I am right now? Have you guys seen that guy on Instagram that people take a picture and they're like, tell me where I am? And he's like, well, based off of the shadow and based off of the shrub and based off of the yellow jacket that you have. And after checking your Instagram account, you like to go here. And then I saw it was your anniversary. And then I went back to the time you met her and you guys celebrated at this park. And so think that you're in this field and it ends up being the right field. Have you guys seen that person? So because I said I just looked up, I looked straight up and I'm in Northern California and it was 111 degrees today. And right now at 9:48 p.m., I can look straight up and like there's the Dipper. He would be able to tell you right where I live if he could, if that's really real. Because I haven't seen him do anybody in the dark. I haven't seen him do that. Mm-hmm. You hear all the fireworks? And then I have this thing about fireworks too, you guys. Like, I was thinking a couple years ago, so we were like over in Berkeley. We were over at the Berkeley Marina. And because at the Berkeley Marina, you could catch the fireworks at Pier 39 in San Francisco, the fireworks at the Berkeley Marina, and depending on where you parked, you could also catch at least the fireworks in Jack London Square, and that's in downtown Oakland. And then like just the various rogue fireworks everywhere. And and then if you look over there, you'd be able to see the Richmond ones over there. So yeah, depending on where you park, you would be able to see many, many fireworks on one place. So this particular year, we had gone over to Berkeley Marina, but there was so much fog. Oh my gosh! I was like, "Where are we, London? It's freaking! Do I need one of those coats, London fog coats? Those who know." But I'm like, dude, what is up with that? What is up with that? Freaking! It was so much fog, we could just hear them. And during that time, I think it was Desert Storm. Hi. So she's letting the dogs out. Hey, Goggy. Yeah, she's letting the dogs out. See, it's so hot. Look, so it is still hot out here, you guys. Mm. Don't come over here by me, Rico. Rico. Oh, yeah. So, so what was I just freaking talking about? My whole train of thought just like left. Oh my gosh. Uh, Damn, I feel like it was almost a good story too. We could switch subjects though. But so yeah, there's Rico's here. And Rico's a bad dog. He's bad. You coming over my house peeing? Rico. 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 Look, he's paying attention to my ass. Rico. Hi, Krista. Hi. I know, right? 1 a.m. I know. I was just telling the people that if you look up, you could see the Big Dipper right over my head. And that guy would be able to tell you guys where I live because he sees the Big Dipper. Where'd you go, Mama? Oh, there he is. Hey, come here, Rico. 7 a.m. Oh, no way. Hey, Rico, baby. Hi. Hi. Hi, Rico. Yeah, you're so bad. No, you're so good. You're so sweet. His ear is always bent like that, you guys. He's hilarious. So you were asleep at 1 a.m. and you were like, is that my girl talking? Yes, it is. I'm like out here having a sip of, now you guys can see what it is. It's Trader Joe's uh, peach Italian wine cocktail of Frizzante. You guys ever heard of a Frizzante? The new Frizzante. There it is. Right there, Frizzante. Oh, it's hot still. I can't tell you how many degrees it is, or else it'll mess up the live. Oh, you know what? You guys I can invite somebody up. Let me see. But how do I invite you? Can I press here? Uh, oh, all the things are going off. Oh, I was talking about the fireworks. That's what I was talking about. So the freaking fireworks, when you can't see them, it just sounds like war, y'all. Think about it. And for us, we celebrate with the sound of war. Isn't that crazy? When you think about it? Ooh. Ooh. And then I had a little sip of this, triggered a heat flash. Let's see. I'm too stupid. No, just outside smoking real quick. Yeah, me too. 1 a.m. here. Yeah, it's about to be 10. It's 9:53. This is so freaking good. Very refreshing. Peach Italian wine cocktail frizzante. 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 Frizzly Antele. I do this all the time. I just like take a word and say it 85 different ways. You hear all that? This poor dog is going freaking crazy. Are you okay, Rico? Rico? I'm right here. Just sit down. We're together in this. We're together in this, Rico. You're fine. Rico, you're okay. You're okay. Oh, right on. Atwan Chapman, thank you. I've been working on myself, you know. I was thinking I should really be glad about how far I've come from last July to this July. You guys, guess what? Look, I got that Jasmine Guy vein. Right on my metatopic ridge. Eh. Um, but guess what the 7th of July is, you guys? Guess what the 7th of July is? It's my anniversary. So the 7th of July, I met my now husband the at my barbecue I had on the 4th of July in 1996. Some of y'all wasn't even born in 1996. You guys wasn't even in your loins of your parents at that time because they didn't even have their balls dropped in 1996. Oh, hi, they're here. My sister and them just got here. And Candor, hi babe. How is everything after your dad? Sending you love, sending you love. Oh, look, my sister just got here, everybody. My sister just got here. Just a second, I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves, Curvies. Hi, sister. Hi. How are you? Oh my gosh. You're sweaty. Ew. I am. Oh my gosh. Oh, so good to see you. Hi. You look cute. Thank you. I feel cute. I like this shirt. Thanks. It goes with your shorts for real. Cute. I had it tied the way it was supposed to be, which is from the back to the front one more time. But I was like, am my kidney supposed to hurt? What are you guys doing? I'm just chilling back here. You get some water or something? Yeah, we have the splash pad on earlier. Oh, cool. Yeah. So I'm glad you guys made it safe. I'm just out here on live talking to my Curvies about whatever, seeing who was up. Okay. That's what it said in the description. You up? Well, we have stuff to carry to the garage, so we just go open it and. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Hi. You see how her voice changed and everything? No, you can't come in the live. You see how her voice changed and everything when she saw me a little bit? Where's my Sharky? I put Sharky in the washer. I think he can go in the dryer now. Let's see. Yeah, you guys are freaking up. Krista's all up at 1. That's what time I turned over to go to the bathroom the other day and couldn't get back to sleep. I woke up early and saw you live, so I popped in. Oh, awesome. I still, right? I feel you. Like, look, we are like tied together at this point because we both lost our dads within the last 6 months. So I feel everything you feel right now, Candor. Okay. So, and I'm sending you lots and lots of love and strength to get through all this. But like I was just saying, like strength isn't necessarily a necessity right now. Like, I feel like full on breakdowns is what the fuck is necessitated. That's what the fuck is necessitated. Okay? How about that? How about that? Excuse me while I'm not strong. How about that? It's okay. You're in the middle of grief. You don't have to be strong. Thank you, Krista. She's sending us both love. Thank you. I'm so hot. I make my own self hot, you guys. When I used to do E back in the day, I was that person in the club you saw like constantly going like this on their own self. And that's kind of how I use the napkin on myself right now. I'll be all like, yeah, anyway, I don't do E anymore. They are absolutely still everywhere. They are just sleeping. Soon they'll wake up on the day again. You need to feel it to heal it. Yeah, the breakdown. The breakdown. Exactly, larger. Yes. 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 Right on. That's so funny. Love her. The day just beginning for me. Right on. Yeah, we need to catch up. Yeah, Dubai. I've been reviewing Dubai. We just did this episode 3. And you know what I think about the whole Dubai situation? I'm just like, Caroline Brooks and Caroline Stanberry. There's a lot more to that story than going on to the eyeballs. I keep saying that the only reason Brooks would be reacting this way is if Stanberry did something very, very bad, because she called that girl a two-faced bitch a number of times in episode 1 and 2. And then by this episode right here, no, did they finally have a talk episode 2? So anyway, they finally had a talk. Come to find out that Stansberry, mm-hmm, Stansberry last season 1 had enlisted Brooks to go against specifically Lisa and Ion. And remember last season, it was very tumultuous in that relationship. Come to find out, it was all at the behest of Caroline Stansberry. And I'm like, why would she have wanted to cause dissent among the sestras? Why would she have wanted to do that? She could have just been like, oh, can you be nice to them and then tell them that how cool I am, and then we can all 4 hang out? That's how I would have approached it for like an ensemble cast situation. I would have wanted us all to hang out. Just like I said, we can all get some. If people are so mad that they don't want freaking black people to have freaking reparations, let's all get some. If we divvy up that $107 billion that was just sent to Ukraine among the 333 million Americans currently here, we could all have $321 million each, y'all. I'm not even greedy. We can all get some of this shit. So I'm not sure why Stansberry would have felt it as a need to ask her friend Brooks to, when we get around these other 2 specifically, don't be nice to them. And we saw Brooks performs very well. You know, for Brooks to be so independent and strong-willed, seemingly, she does seem to be led around a lot, doesn't she? A lot of her emotions are getting the best of her, huh? So she's like, oh, Brooks my friend. Brooks is like, save a friend, right? So Stansberry's like, you be mean to them, and you and I will just, whilst they are reeling from us being the it girls, and then I'll dig up things on them, and you be mean to them, and because if it'll look weird if I attack them, saying you're my girl, so you go ahead and you be mean to them, okay? So then Brooks falls for it. We watched it, and we were all like, why aren't they getting along? And even Lisa and Chanel were like, what's your problem with us? Come to find out, their problem was freaking Stansberry. But they don't know their problem with Stansberry. Only Brooks knows their problem with Stansberry. So now in season 2, we have Brooks calling Stansberry a two-faced bitch. Because now Stansberry turned her face around, and now who she want to be friends with? Lisa and Ion. After all that hating that she had Brooks do on him for her last season, only for her to get to the reunion and pull out the Brooks and tell Lisa that she steals designs and Chanel doesn't work and she never works and she's more important than Chanel Ion. Remember? 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 And Brooks was sitting there with her Ice Queen tentacles on and things and on her dress too to match. Remember? And she still had Brooks' back, even on that stage. Brooks had Stansberry's back, even on that stage with her ice tentacles. Remember, she was like, it's a custom made original. Remember? Mm-hmm. Only for Stansberry to turn around and call these girls and be like, want to hang out? And then get around him and start talking about Brooks. I'm like, you know what? That is freaking some wrong stuff. That is not okay. You know, because I can see why Brooks is so upset because she allowed herself to be used by this lady only for this lady to turn around in her back. That's what she's basically doing. She's in her back. How are you going to send me to bite the ankles of these ladies only for you to come with bandages for their fucking ankles and act like you didn't send me? I feel like there might be a colonizer among them. And Brooks is the one that sold her own people to the place, and now she mad that her check didn't clear. I said it. I said it. But it's all alleged. It's all alleged. And for entertainment purposes. And that was like a reach of an analogy, but you know me. I can make it all lead back to you know where. Did you guys hear that? You know how I've been real hot on somebody needs to be whoever's a lawyer and who wants to pick up Nene Leak's mantle. Bravo's behavior recently has clearly established a pattern, wouldn't you say? And there's a word for the pattern that's required to establish discrimination, but a pattern is what's required to establish discrimination. Isn't that interesting? So it used to be like, oh, how do you feel? And it was like, oh, I feel discriminated against. And some people get away with that. But the people who like really are discriminated against, when we say we feel discriminated against, they say, prove it. Prove it. And then when you do give the example of the obvious difference, they're like, well, that's just sounds like you're being a little nitpicky. How about that? And they don't really see the stuff, right? So, yeah, I can make it all go back there because it's all connected. It's all connected. But because we're choosing our most benevolent timelines in this time space continuum, we have an opportunity to jump from I can hear the train now, and we can jump tracks basically. If we get enough speed, and the speed that's required is a raising of the vibration, okay, from a low vibration to a high vibration, because the high vibration is what resonates closer to the universal frequency of everything, right? Those who know, know. Those who know, know. And I'm not saying that I know. This is all just a legend and in my opinion and for fun and entertainment. And like I said, I was out here drinking my peach frizzante because it's about to be did I tell you what year it was going to be for my anniversary? Oh yeah, I mentioned 96. That's when I met him. Okay, I'll give you a clue. We were I lived on Lakeshore in Oakland, California, right on the lake. And he was across the street at the lake working out. He was across the street working out, right? And I was sitting in my bay window admiring all of the muscles of his 12 pack. I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 2, 12. And an Adonis belt. What you say? I was through my window like that. And then I was like, oh, well, I got to go walk the cat anyway. I had a cat, y'all. I had a cat. I had it was like the Fancy Feast cat from the Fancy Feast commercial, the white chinchilla Persian cats. So it's a white, fluffy, furry cat with the gray tips and huge blue eyes. And his name was Fendi. Or her name. No, it was him. He used to hump everything. And um, so I was like, oh, it's time to walk the cat. But Fendi didn't like getting walked, you guys. And Fendi, I would be trying to walk the cat, and the cat, you would hear, because the cat wasn't trying to get walked. Oh, yes. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just talking. I'm just talking. That's all. I'm just talking. There is no point. There is no point except for it all matters, but none of it does. Did you get the point yet? That it all matters, but none of it does, except for everything's important, but it's not. Hmm. It all matters, but it doesn't. And it happened when it didn't. Hmm. Those who know, know. You had a Mr. Manchester. Is that what he's called? Yeah. So his name was Fendi, and he was a white chinchilla, silver-tipped Persian, and he had but he wasn't a smush face Persian, because there are Persians that have smush faces that are like this, but he had a regular cat face, but he was a white chinchilla Persian. Paradoxical. Yes, 1996 is 29 years, right? Yes. Oh, it's 29? Oh, I'm closer than I thought. No, but it's only 24. So it can't be 29 because in 26 it'll be 30. So it has to be 28. Wait, 24, 25, 26. Yeah. 25 is not 29 and 26 will be 30. Yeah. Oh, you have a Manchester? So cute. Does everybody else get like little voices for their animals? Like I have one voice for my birds. Well, now it's just one, but son won't let me stop calling him by two. He's like, Mom, I miss the other one so much. And you asked me to cover one bird. Can you keep saying cover the birds? And I was, sure, son, whatever. Will you cover the birds? He's like, yeah. So now the bird's been dead for over a year. We still say, oh, cover the birds. And there's only one bird, you guys, because her sister died last year. Um, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Yes, they all have a voice. Exactly. Hi, Ace. Larja, why are you dragging the cat along the street? Yeah, and so he caught my eye. And so then I was like, well, let's put the cat away because that was a little embarrassing. Like the literal sound That was a little embarrassing. So I put the cat away and I just went next door to my best friend Tia's house. Tia. You guys know my real name is Leah, right? So, uh, so my best friend at the time was this girl named Tia, and my name is Leah. And that song out that says, dun dun dun, dia, dun dun dun. So that was one of the years that was happening during all of this, right? So me and Tia was like, Leah, Tia, dun 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 dun. Leah. Like, so we were like walking down the street like that to our song in our head, right? It was hilarious. So that's around the time frame anyway. So I went next door to Tia's house. And I had on this, I'll never forget the dress because that's the dress that did it, y'all. That's the dress that did it. I styled myself, by the way. So I had on this nice little sundress with spaghetti straps, and it was burgundy, and it had a nice little V right here because the mother has the cleavage on us, right? Used to get us in all the clubs in San Francisco. Don't worry about it. Even the gay ones, they didn't care. The more cleavage, the better. Gets you to the front of everything. Well, at least it used to. But they not as close to my chin as my chin is to my chin right now. So they not getting us in all the places they used to get us. Let's just say that. But ooh wee, when it used to happen, ooh wee, y'all. Ooh. So I went next door to Tia's house, but she wasn't home. And I called her because we did have cell phones in '96, believe it or not. Or did I page her? No, I think I texted her. That's what I did. I texted her and I gave her a 911. And I was like, when are you coming home? And she called me because she used to work at the hospital. She called me. She's like, oh, I'll be home in like 10 minutes. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, I'll wait. So I'm sitting on her porch and I'm waiting for Tia to get home. Totally, like, just blatantly, like, looking at the guy like this. Like, I mean, he could not miss that I was like looking at him like this. I'm sitting on her porch. He's working out and he was twirling a stick, much like this one, with his 12 pack and his Adonis belt. And I was just watching the show. And plus, the lake was always popping. It was beautiful scenery anyway. And then don't you know he crossed the street and he ended up knowing the place I was at too. I was like, yeah. So that's what started it. That's what started it. I think I pulled him across the street with my gaze. Looked like Joe Biden. Wait a minute. It wasn't that gaze. It wasn't a Biden gaze. It wasn't that one. That shit's not funny, y'all. That's not funny. Really? We supposed to really? Really? Look, I like winners. I like things that win. I like franchises that win. I like people that win. I like teams that win. I like cultures that win. I like mentalities that win. I like it. And neither one of them was winning the other day. And all this talk about choosing between two devils, make me. That's what I say. Make me choose between two devils. Because the mere fact that you say either one is a devil is a problem in itself. You don't think so? You don't think so? You really don't think so? And if it's so much about, oh my God, it's about democracy, we can't let Trump get in there. So why did the DNC ever put Biden in this position after Biden told us he wasn't going to run a second term? He told us that when he ran. So that makes Biden a fucking liar just like Trump. If you really think about it logically, a lie is a lie is a lie is a lie. Is a lie is a lie is a lie. Is a lie. Is a lie. Because when we voted for his ass the first time, he's 81 right now, isn't he? So 81 minus 4 is what? 75? 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 6 years. But that's only 4 years. So yeah, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. If he's 81 now, he had, he knew how old he was when he got elected. And he told us then that he was only going to be like this transitional thing. What word did he use? Does he remember the word he used? Because that's what the shit he told us. Because he was half shuffling on stages looking like he pooped his pants last time. And everybody's like, no, you got to vote for him. You got to vote for him. He was at least able to sound funny with his little weird things that he would say, talking about he was on the moon when Neil Armstrong landed. Mishaps like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we were just laughing. Oh, Joe, so funny. That shit wasn't funny. It was a sign of early onset of something. I'm not saying the rest of it because I don't know. It's alleged. It's alleged for entertainment purposes because I'm drinking for Zotties. And it's Friday. I mean, it's Wednesday, the day before the 4th of July. Whatever day it is, wherever you are, that's the day that the time it is. All I'm saying is if they really wanted, if they really said it was about democracy, if it's really about democracy, then why the fuck would they have that man shuffle out onto stage and poop himself? He looked like he was pooping himself those times when he would just stop. And you slept with porn stars. Yeah, not a good freaking look. It's not winning shit. And like I said, I like winners. And now everybody's panties are in a bunch. They're like, oh my God. Oh my God. All the governors of the whole United States allegedly got together without their aides and had meetings behind closed doors. Mm-hmm. Well, all the Democratic ones allegedly. Mm-hmm. And they was like, that was bad. Yep, it was hella bad. What we gonna do? I don't know what we're gonna do. What you think we should do? I don't know what you think we should do. I don't know. So whatever they're gonna do, they're about to do something. And now today, all of them, everybody's saying that Biden shouldn't be the one. And then even Trump is on his golf cart talking about, yeah, he's gonna drop out soon. And if we only have to deal with Kamala, we'll be able to beat that bitch. That's what he just said. He just said that. Unless that shit was AI generated. That's what he said allegedly, unless that shit was just AI generated that I just saw on Instagram with him sitting in the golf cart talking about, oh yeah, he's gonna drop out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then they tried to say that that he was sick, and that's why he performed that way. And nobody was believing that because they would have had to say something about that. Somebody else would have noticed, right? So then he was at this paid donor event allegedly. He is in Sleepy Joe. It looked like Weekend at motherfucking Bernie's at the debate. It was Weekend at Bernie's against a pathological liar. Have you ever seen Weekend at Bernie's? Anyway. Ah, but yeah, if they really was about democracy, we would have viable options for the democracy, wouldn't we? It wouldn't be between two devils. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to say it again. I feel like there should be age limits on leaders, specifically all this shit about they're wise. Where are you seeing any wisdom displayed from the skin suits in Congress and the Senate to what's being offered to us as leaders of the free world? Oh, let me say that again. Leaders of the free world. And then they're going to put it on us? Like something's wrong with American people for being logical fucking thinkers and seeing Weekend at Bernie's and then telling us that we're supposed to vote for him. And then we got people saying, I would vote for him if he was dead. I would vote for him if he was in a wheelchair. I would vote for him. He practically was. So you are already anyway. Look, appearances matter. That's why I've been working on myself. Because it all matters. How you feel, how you interact with people. You can never make a second chance at a first impression. All of that stuff. Imagine all the first time voters who that was the first debate they ever saw in their life. Did you know that 78% of the population is under the age of 78? Okay. So imagine all the noob voters that saw that debate aren't going to do the research to know that 45 was just doing his thing, lying some more. But at least he did it without looking like he was pooping in his pants and sounding like he was mumble rapping. And then I was telling you, he was at that donor thing and he's like, oh, I had jet lag. I hadn't been off an airplane for 16 hours. The airplane is for sleep, fool. The airplane is for sleep. You look like you needed some sleep, Joe. You look like you missed nap time. That was 16 hours that you could have been in rest and relaxation, sir. Jet lag my ass. That's exactly why we need age limits. Because the older you get, the longer your jet lag affects you. And if you got to be flying all around the globe to do global citizen shit, then there's going to need to be an age limit on that. How about that? We already know the rule over here at LRGA Curves is the day, specifically for men, in Congress or in office of any type, the day that their balls touch the water, one or two, you got to resign. We will have an official ball level water check, and there will be no deflating the ball, Tom Brady. Okay, there will be none of that. There will be no reducing the water levels. There will be none of that. You will be getting checked at least once a month. And as soon as the balls touch the water, you're out of here. Automatically up for reelection. Not you, but that seat is automatically up for election. Because I'm not seeing a lot of wisdom. I'm seeing a lot of wanting to go back to some bullshit. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing these skin suits that we have right now want to go back to some bullshit. Okay? Project 2025 is some bullshit. Okay? Along with the fact that every 250 years about is when freaking democracies change and we're right at 250 years. It's a lot of shit going on, y'all. And Neptune is in retrograde. You know what Neptune does? It keeps your rose colored glasses on. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine with Neptune on going the right way. But Neptune goes retrograde and it's like, oh shit, everything's on fire. What the fuck? Where are all these monsters coming from? Demons, all the shit. Oh my God. Look it up yourself. I always tell you, look your stuff up yourself. Don't believe me. I just talk. I'm practically at Cheers at the end of the bar sitting with Cliff right now, okay? That's practically what's happening right now. I'm just talking. If anything catches you, go do your own research. If I was right, then ha told you. And if I wasn't, then let me know. Because I don't want to sound crazy. Because you know Cliff knew his shit at the end of the bar. He sure did. Yep. Oh my God, Sarah's in here. I just scrolled down, Sarah. Let's see, when did she's been here for a minute? No way. Oh, bonjour, mon ami. Let's see. Let me go up here and see some of these comments. My mare's here. Bonjour, my mares. It's Thursday there. See, I had said that when I said when I started the thing. I was like, oh, It's 4th of July Eve, Wednesday. I said, but for some of you guys, it's either Thursday or maybe even Friday. Out back, neighbors still lighting off fireworks. I bet. I tell you, France isn't safe. We don't know where it's right. Like, you don't think we haven't been called worse. Uh, who's the rat? What happened? Oh, we're talking about Tommy and them. I mean, the New Jersey people. We have far right, maybe coming into power. Yeah, it's so crazy. Biden is not well. Um, yeah, yeah. Imagine all the first time freaking voters that are seeing him for the first time compared to somebody that can complete a sentence and not have to take pauses to take poops in their diaper. And we know the other one wears a diaper. We already know Trump wears a diaper, but he doesn't look like it. He doesn't take long pauses. That fool knows how to shit and still talk. It looks, I swear, anybody with a child or who's watched their niece or nephew or their friend's kid or used to babysit or nanny will tell you that I'm telling the truth, that all the babies in the world will be in the middle of the plan. They'll be doing something, and then all of a sudden they'll go, and their eyes will go like this. And they won't say nothing. And then all of a sudden they'll look relieved and start doing whatever. And then 5 seconds later, you have to clean their neck because they just shit. And if they're a young enough baby, then it's usually shit up their back because that's what happens. I have no idea. They need to make a different design on that diaper because I'm not sure why you sell me something that's supposed to contain it and then it still ends up by my baby's neck hairs. Okay? I'm not sure. They need to make the design better. Somebody needs to get on that. And like I said, somebody else needs to get on this whole thing while it's still a law about the patterns that's required to establish the discrimination that is said that you feel in certain situations to make it valid. There has to be a pattern established. Did you know that the court, along with saying that Trump is, or not specific, well, specifically Trump, along with any president, can basically do what the fuck they want and then investigate themselves, and if they're not guilty, they're not guilty. That's pretty much what they said. At least that's my translation of it. I'm like, so he does have an immunity or he doesn't? Well, he does, but only if he says he does. If he deems it necessary, if it was deemed presidentially necessary or some bullshit. Well, who's to decide that? Well, he is. He's the president. Sound like somebody likes investigating themselves. They all do it. The whole system investigates itself. Also, the Supreme Court just said that they would like to have um, it removed, the wording removed, so that you can no longer use this word that specifically is the established pattern of the acts of discrimination is no longer usable. Just out. Nope, can't use it. So when you get to court and you're like, it was racist situation, I was discriminated against, and they say prove it, and you'll be like, well, look here, there's this long history of every knot on this piece of wood is some time that they've done exactly what they've done to me in this short period of time, and that establishes the clear pattern of this behavior, which is against the law, and that's why I'm suing. Well, they took this in, can't use that shit anymore. It's over there. Can't use that shit anymore. Nope. It's over there now. Because we tossing that shit out. We're not going to use that shit anymore. We're not going to take it, no patterns of shit. We don't want to know about your stupid fucking patterns. Fuck you and your patterns. Toss this case out. Can't prove shit. That's what's happening. And that's without 45 in office. Look at all the shit that's happening without 45 in office, and you guys are like 45 is the worst of our fucking worries. I would say he's one of the fucking many of the worries. I would say we got 99 problems and he's one of the motherfucking 99 problems, okay? One of them. And then however many is on the Supreme Court, what, 5 in the Supreme Court, so now we know what 6 of the motherfucking problems are. The DNC, whoever decided to put Weekend at Bernie's, they're part of the motherfucking problems. How many people are they? I'm sure we're up to freaking 28 problems. And he definitely won, like I just said. Yes, it was good seeing you too, Candor. You see, Italian in Sicily, they gave $32,000 to Pi and install at home. Yes, we got 1,000 problems, and it's just the beginning. Oh my God, yes, it's all of this stuff has to crumble. I mean, it's a great time to be alive and a scary time also. Haha, I love my neighbors. They want to pool hop. Hi, that's so cute. I still here, but with business. It's so good to see you. Palaver girl. Emmanuel. No way. Right on. Thanks, you guys, for coming through. It's not help, it's exploitation to steal resources and take over. Yeah, they always act like it's help. It's not fucking help. The Black Panther come to Algeria to learn how to doing the thing. Weed works just fine. Hi, Emmanuel. Oh, did I cut myself a rat? They did the exact same thing to Turtle Island, Australia and New Zealand. Krista's funny. Colonization is a toxic relationship wrapped with the pink glasses. Yup. Yup. It isn't the case at all, exactly. Krista Marie relaxes you. Manny's here. Yes, colonization isn't good at all. Yeah, it's like freaking get Neptune retrograde. Yeah, it's crazy. Depends on the rural part. You can create a farm. I can see in the video. Oh man, he gets the DNC needs to really rally behind. I would say rally behind Marianne, but you know what? I don't know if she has time. I don't know if Marianne has time to get known by enough people. I don't know. Like, do they just want any candidate right now? I think Jill Stein has more traction at this point than Marianne. Jill Stein has a lot of traction. Cornel West has a little traction. Yeah. And I just found out that whole thing about how John Kennedy Jr. is all pandering to black people, but he pulled a freaking Trump where he wanted to make some young black guys guilty of something he knew they didn't do, and he still tried to have them persecuted. Did you guys hear about that? I'm like, dude, and he hasn't said sorry for that stuff or nothing with any luck. And I don't even want his fucking sorry now. I think it's time people link with each other and be more present in life of community around them. Yes. Um, with any luck, maybe that'll happen. I'll see if we can video. Yeah, that would be nice. Create a farm life. I love Cornel West. I would have loved to have taken one of his classes, right? My business partner and mentor, she used to date him. When you were involved in your local communities is more important today. Yeah, it can be really important. I feel like however you can be involved is a great way to be involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's not really a cookie cutter. As long as you're doing it, do it. You know what I mean? Like, and I can't do it how you can do it, and you can't do it how I can do it. Therefore, do it your way, however it can get done. And then it's did. You know what I'm saying? And thank everybody for doing their part. Yep, to be more in human contact. Yeah, I know. And she's like a gorgeous, brilliant woman. And I looked at some old pictures and I was like, his hair has always been kind of Don King, huh? That might have deterred me. I don't know if brilliance would have, yeah, get more potluck and helps around you, create human solidarity. Oh, yeah, I haven't had a potluck in a long time. The DNC had no business taking the will of the people away. Yeah, that's just, and that part. I mean, we're like, oh, Trump's going to take our rights away. The DNC just did that, y'all. The DNC just did that. The DNC just did that. Democracy. Um, Democrat voters haven't chose a president primary since Obama, right? In the '08 is a solution to spread love and solidarity and support. Exactly, Sarah. Um, how much more? Yeah, like I feel like that too. Like I'm just like this freaking politics stuff has to be a distraction. I mean, they're having us choose between two known devils. One poops in his pants, one's a known liar. This has to be a fucking joke. This has to be a distraction to keep us from honing in on our God given talents that must be doing some kind of great awakening right now in order for this huge distraction to be coming upon us right now. I mean, because I really am distracted with the thought of $107 billion going to non Americans when that could have just got divvied up among the 333 million Americans that are here, and we could have all got $321 million of the $107 billion that they sent to Ukraine. But nobody wants to talk about that shit because we're so concerned about two motherfucking devils running the fucking country into the fucking ground some more. Yep, just gotta love it so it can leave me alone. How much more present? Wait. How much more present can I be? I'm about to jump in and dunk this lady's pool and drink my neighbors just like humans. Oh no. It's a good step. Yeah, she hates us. Oh no, oh no. Have more contact, get out of the house. Turn off the TV, speak with other people. Yep. Fuck, I forgot I can jump in the pool. Love is best. Love is the answer. Yep. Darn, I mean, I gotta run. Lock my gate. Right on, Krista. Thanks for coming. George will wake up and think it's in the Twilight Zone. Yes, show empathy and kindness. Look, pray to have faith in humanity. Yes. He's snoring. Ah, I hate math, but I do not think that's right. Those figures. Okay, so there's 1,000 millions in a billion. 1,000 millions in a billion. They gave $107 billion so far, just since 2022. $107 billion has gone to the Ukraine. Okay? Billion. There's 1,000 millions in a billion. So in one of those 107 things, there's 1,000 millions. The current population of the United States of America, of Americans, is approximately 333 million. I don't know where they got that number. I'm not sure. That's why I Googled it, unless I looked at it wrong, and that's also a billion. But I think the overall population is more towards the billions. So of America Kaka, it said 333 million, of which 1,000 is a billion. They sent 107 billion to the Ukraine. There's 333 million of us, divides all the things, and it should be about 321 million each, shouldn't it? That's not right. I know it's not $321. I know that's not what it was saying. Oh, you're saying that would be trillions? Okay, maybe it's not 300. Okay, so if it's not 320 million, then it's 32.1 million. Is that what it was supposed to be? 32.1 million times 333 million equals 107 billion. Is that what you're saying? I'm not good at math either. All I know is that we all could have got some comeuppance in this bitch, and the economy would have been flipped all the way right. Crime would have went disappeared. Everybody would have had what they need. Everybody would be healthy and happy in this bitch. All the stress would go away. Everybody would go get the counseling and mental shit that they need and start doing the things that make their heart sing and get to the talent that we're supposed to be doing on this earth. I know it'd be enough to do that, or at least get started on that. You were thinking about that all day, right? That's a great idea, right? I was too. I told my husband this morning, I was like, oh my God, I came up with the answer. It's where they came from, how they paid it, how they distributed it, what's happening in your neck of the woods. So funny though, living vicariously through you. Just got to see where the money come from, how they paid it. Well, yeah, we went over the we went over the list of it, and it was okay. So it did go in Humvees and stuff like that, but they also paid for those things. So I mean, that's the number they used. They could just use a number and break me off my reparations for me and my people. There's only 44 million black people in America. So okay, if we take 44 million and we take the 107 billion and divvy it up between the 44 million Black Americans, African Americans in the country, how much is that, Mademoiselle, or whoever's great at math? So 40, let's just round up, 44 million African Americans all get equal portions of $107 billion. I already said that in 1 billion, there's 1,000 millions or something crazy like that. There's only 44 million Black people. And they always say, oh, look, you guys can see that plane going by. Look, can you see it? Look, oh my gosh. That is, oh my gosh, that is so cool. Oh, look, too, right at the same time. Oh, the camera's good right there. Nice. That's not a spaceship, you guys. Don't be worried. Even though I do see stuff up higher than that that you can't hear and it kind of goes in different directions. Yeah. Okay. So if we take 44 million, let's do a different number. So I might have been wrong on the 33 million getting divvied up 107 billion. No, they would definitely, it's not $321. It could never be 321. Only 333 million. So if each person even only got $1 million, that would be 333 million. If each person got $2 million, that would be 666 million. If each person got $3 million, that would be 999 million. Still, it would still only be in the millions. So that has to be million. It has to be 321 million. Because when I did it for the 44 million African Americans, it was like really higher. It was 2491 point something. Yeah. 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 I would say trillions are owed. And I would say divvying up 107 billion is a great place to start. I mean, if the mayor or the governor of New York just gave some more reparations to the Jays of New York, I'm saying, without saying nothing. Honestly, I hate math. It almost didn't get, you're right. It's not 321. Calling my finance whiz son, right? Yeah, please, please, please. Yeah, it's about to be closing time. Yeah. Well, my people did just get here. I've been on here for 84 minutes. I'm crazy. Let me go in this house. My drink I've already, you saw I haven't been dapping the alcohol off because that just went straight out of my pores, y'all. That's what made me extra hot out here. I think it's more assets than cash money. Maybe they give loan. You know what? I don't know. Yeah, everybody have a great day. Thanks for everybody coming through. I don't usually do this. You guys must have had your bell rung. Thank you very much. And yeah, make sure you smash the like button, ring the bell. I love you guys. Happy Independence Day. Stay independent thinking, stay independent willed. Okay. Don't get caught up in all of this stuff. I'm just out here talking. None of this stuff none of what I said, except for trying to get to the right number of what is owed and what they could have really done with that $107 million right here in America that would have cured every time we drive down the street, seeing other Americans who have paid taxes at one time or another under fucking freeways. It was 111 motherfucking degrees today. What did the homeless people do? Where did they have to go? You know how hot it was under a motherfucking freeway today? Do you know how hot it was under the motherfucking freeway today? 111. You know how hot concrete gets when it's 111? It's freaking an easy bake oven, you guys. And they sent $107 billion out of here. Even if it was in loans, resources, something, something, something. Even if it was, so fucking what? They could have put that money right here. They could have put that money right here and got those people from under the freeway. Not sure why they don't want to. I'm not sure why all they want is our tax dollars. It's almost like we're not nothing but slaves. It's almost like we work for free. I mean, if you work for $1 and 90% of it is tax inflated and absorbed, it's a lot of stuff going on. But Sarah is so right. We have to have love and compassion, firstly with ourselves. Firstly with ourselves. Love and accept ourselves, love on ourselves, appreciate ourselves, be authentic, show up in this world. Once you do that, you'll be putting down these electronics, reaching out, making more human contact. Like I'm about to go do with my family in the house, y'all. And you, my family too, Curvies. I love you guys so much. I really do. So thank you so much for coming to LRGA Curves. Happy 4th of July. And you guys go be love, see love, hear love, and speak love because you are love. Okay? That's what it's about. See you in the next video, Curvies.